Whenever.
Cool. All right, boys. GMTO, Get Money Takeover. It's episode 3. We got the one and fucking only JD. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
I'm so happy to have you on this podcast. For people who don't know JD, just look up Swole JD on Instagram. I'm sure you've seen him. He's the what
The fuck are you doing?
Bro, I was watching you. Like, I was watching this motherfucker 2 years before we ever had a conversation. Like, bro, I reached out to you, 8 months ago for the first time?
And they didn't even know who the fuck you were. Now we're here.
Now we're at the podcast studio. So today I want to talk about your story because I saw you on social media and I knew you were like a fitness guy. I knew you were like doing these funny videos where you're throwing shit all over the place. I saw the bottle of tequila crack open. I was like, I like this motherfucker. But tell them, like, where did you come from, bro? Because you didn't grow up or live in Miami, right? You're not from here?
Nah, I'm from Mississippi.
Shit, tell me about it, bro. You're 20, so it's like this wasn't that long ago. What was life like before JD was even doing content?
I mean, I was living, I always lived with my parents, so I was working a job. When I first started high school, always been hustling.
Right.
My dad, he told me, you're going to have to find a way to make it on your own, and that's what I did. So my first job I got, I worked at Domino's. I worked there for like a year, and then I quit that and I moved to Walmart. I worked there for a year, and then after high school, when I graduated, I became a firefighter, and then after that, I had failed my hazmat test. I was doing that for a year too. So when I failed that, I had no other choice but to like figure it out. I had to fucking move out my parents' house, and it just been crazy ever since then. Like,
Right.
When I first came to Miami, first month I fucking posted a video, went viral, and I kept replicating the same video over and over and over and over till this day. Right now I have 57,000 followers on Instagram, and it just been crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean, dude, tell them about some of the guys you know. Ashton Hall, these type of guys,
Yeah.
Rick Ross. I mean, what kind of connections have you made after leaving Mississippi?
So, when I first came down here, Vincent Fisher, he put me in contact with like Rick Ross. So that's how I met Rick Ross, and I got invited to his private event.
Right.
And then I seen him. He said, no, before he put me in contact with him, he followed me on Instagram. So he seen one of my
Rick
videos.
Ross?
Yeah, he followed me on fucking Instagram. And then all of a sudden, the next night, I go fucking meet him. It's
Damn.
crazy as fuck.
And what was that? Because like they can go to your Instagram, they can see, but you had like the private jet, the Rolls. What was that thing? Because I was curious too. I saw that back when I wasn't living in Miami yet when I saw that picture.
Yeah.
Because it's a little older. Where were you? What was that?
Oh, I was at his hangar.
At his hangar?
Yeah, he had a whole private event.
Motherfuckers in the
Man,
circle.
bro, the jet was huge, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of tons of successful people in there, and he invited me to it. So I said, why not? I'm finna meet Rick Ross, and I got content with him, and that's how I met him.
Shit.
But now then I met so many people, it's ridiculous, bro. After that, I met Brandon Carter at the gym at Powerhouse. Then I just kept meeting a lot of more other people. Then I met Ashton Hall at Omega. He said he watched my content for 3 months straight, 20 minutes a day. He was sending his content to his whole fucking team.
Trying to figure out how you're going viral.
To his team, but they fucking love my shit. So that's truly why I started content, because bro, people need to lock the fuck in and quit eating bullshit. Like, for real, bro. It fucks up your brain, health, everything.
That's what I'm saying. I wanted to ask you, bro, because, you know, like, I'm not even as locked in as you, you know, because we already hung out. You were with us over the weekend. You see, like, I do bullshit. Like, we make a little money, but I'm not locked in. Is that seriously the motivation? Or is that the motivation to start posting content for other people to lock in, to spread the message? Or, I mean, let's be honest. Like your dad said, you're going to have to figure it out. You know, was it more so I need to make it and I think content is the way I'm going to make it? Or did this actually just start by, I don't think I'm going to get anything from this. I just need to tell the world to lock the fuck in. Because, listen, bro, I got into the business space to get rich as fuck. You know, I hate virtue signaling. I think everybody here knows that if you're an entrepreneur, you want to make money. So what was it? Like, was it more the money, the impact, the fame? What was the initial, I guess, the initial motivator to even pick up and record a video? Because nobody knew you back then. So your perspective was completely different, I'm sure.
Yeah, so this is how it all started. So I look up to David Gog, you know who that is?
Right, of course, yeah.
Yeah, this is how it all started. So I was watching his videos like every fucking day at the gym. I'm running every day. And that's how I fully got invested into fitness. And I knew one day I was gonna start posting about it. The same shit that David posted online, that's how he went viral.
Right.
So I started posting the same shit. At first I was posting on TikTok. I was just posting workout videos.
Right.
Then 3 years later, I just started posting crash out motivational videos, telling people to lock the fuck in, get right in the gym, take your health serious, and it just took off. And I'm still going to this day. Now I got to make money from it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, because that's another thing, you know, fucking my whole thing, GMTO, is get money, take over. You know, I moved to Miami to take over Miami, become one of the biggest ballers here. And it's going to take some time. I just got down here like 2 weeks ago. How long have you been here?
I've been here almost a year now.
Almost a year, meaning basically no fucking time. Bro, we just got here. And so it's important to understand where we are in our career, bro. You got big goals. Now you want to start making money from the social media. Like, what are you thinking, though? Because I have no idea. How are you going to make money from something like that? Do you have any plans, any ideas? Because I'm sure these guys will want to hear it. Yeah. All they've been seeing is you telling them to lock the fuck in. Now we got to lock that bank account in, bro. So like, what are you planning on doing? Is there anything coming up?
Now I'm planning on, like, building a supplement company, workout routine for anybody who want to actually get in shape for real.
Right.
Like a package for that. It's going to be tiers for different people. But that's why I met y'all, because I need to know how to exactly do it, and I don't want to waste all my time fucking up, and because y'all done been through it.
Right.
So I want to meet people that already know what they doing and know how to market, and that's how we fucking make a connection. This is how we take off.
He's locked the fuck in, bro. That's it. It's that simple, really, because this is the thing that I respect about you, bro. You got into the fitness before the content, and you made it happen. You know, you got me sitting here looking like a retard right now next to you. You're locked in with the fitness because that was your thing, and it still is. But then you started introducing content into your life, and look what the fuck you did. You turned that into multi-million-dollar connections. Real shit. You moved out of your home state. You're living in one of the most famous fucking cities, if not the most famous city in America right now for entrepreneurs, especially on social media. So you're locked in. Now we're moving on from the fitness and the content to now we're also adding in business. Now you want to be a real business owner. You want to be an entrepreneur. And I think that's pretty cool because David Goggins started this whole thing for you by the sounds of it. He inspired you to start. And he also took the same path you took, bro. It was fitness, then content, then business. So I think that's pretty cool. Back to Mississippi, though. You told me this off camera when, like, we first picked you up from your place in Fort Lauderdale. You were like, "Yeah, I don't know. I moved to Miami from Mississippi. I didn't even tell no one. I didn't even tell my mom."
Yeah,
bro, walk me through that because, you know, I'm not making this shit about me, but I did the same thing, and so I don't want to say anything. I want to hear your story. I know how difficult something like that can be. How the fuck did you deal with that, bro? Because they know now where you are, so it's like, tell me the whole story from start to finish, because this is probably the most interesting part of your entire journey so far, in my opinion.
All right, so it all started. So I was folding clothes in the living room. My mama just got off work, and I told her. She asked me, "Has a job hit you up yet?" I told her no. So after that, she told me, "Well, you need to go try to find somewhere else to work." And I said, "Nobody had hit me back up yet." So I said, "You know what? I'm about to move out, and I'm finna just figure it out on my own." And she said, "No, you're not finna move out. You're not finna take my car." Because it was her car, but I was paying the payment because the car was in her name. So she told me, "I'm not taking the car." So I fucking booked the flight, and I fucking left same day. Same fucking day. Booked the flight and left. Well, no, not awesome. Same day, but next day after.
Fuck, it don't matter. You made the decision that day, bro. Wow. And what was it? Did you guys have some sort of like argument, or did you guys get into a fight? Like, were you heated? It was like a heated.
Yeah, we was arguing. We was going back and forth. Then she got mad, so I just stopped talking. And I just fucking went in my room. I started folding up the clothes again. She went and done something, so we didn't talk for like the rest of the day, the rest of the night. And then the next day, she went to work. I'm gone. I told one of my homies, come pick me up and take me to the airport, and I fucking left.
That shit is respectable.
Then after I got to Miami, I had one of my homies that was in the same Discord as me, and I told him come pick me up because I knew he stayed in Miami. I told him come pick me up, let me stay with you till I figure this shit out. and then he let me stay for like 2-3 months. Then he had to fucking leave because he couldn't pay the rent, and I was trying to fucking make money, so I didn't really have no money. I came down here with $500 and $8,000 on my credit card,
right?
But then that shit got wiped out because I was going from Airbnb to Airbnb, and I didn't have money coming in, so I fucking ran out of money.
Nah, shit gets expensive fast, bro.
Nah, I just kept figuring out, bro. Life is all about figuring shit out.
Just put yourself in that situation.
You got to go through the pain, bro. Right. A lot of people don't want to do that shit. They scared of what's gonna happen, bro. You gotta fucking take the risk. At the end of the day, life is a risk. We only here for a certain amount of time, so why not take risks in your life?
Exactly, bro. And you know, Tuz, it can sound so simple because it is that fucking simple.
It
and
is.
People still, they don't get it. Like we get it, but for somebody who's watching this, let's say they don't understand. They're just like, what are you talking about, bro? There's no way I'm leaving my mom's house. Because I got more than $500 right now, JD, and I'm watching you on YouTube while I'm eating my mom's fucking home-cooked meal. Why the fuck would I get this $200 ticket and fly out to Miami right now? Because I know I could, but it just seems so stupid. I got school tomorrow morning. What's your advice to that kid?
I'm gonna be honest. Fuck school. School is a fucking scam.
College
is a scam. This shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Job ain't gonna get you nowhere. You must become a fucking entrepreneur if you want to make it.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, an entrepreneur is just like somebody who solves problems and does it in a very valuable way.
Other people problems.
Like, bro, if you're just valuable to the world is going to be valuable to you, and that is simply entrepreneurship. Like, if you're not a valuable person, you're going to have to rely on the system that's been built for the masses, and I think that's true. That's true. So, bro, I don't know. What was the hardest mental barrier for you to get over when it came to taking a risk like that, though? Because I know for me, I don't know. I think I just I was at a point in my life where I wanted to kill myself. I didn't give a fuck. That's why I left my hometown with nothing, you know, and I ended up at an Airbnb. I had 30 days to find an apartment and the money for one, you know, and a cosigner because I didn't have renter's history. And it was rooted from me wanting to I just don't give a fuck. Let me just go do some shit. Like, what was going through in your mind? Because it wasn't this doesn't come from a positive place, bro. Money, success, all this shit sounds cool, but every single time the real success comes from the darkest places. What was your dark place, bro?
I'm gonna be real. When the day I ran out of money, I said, what the fuck, how the fuck am I gonna eat? How the fuck am I gonna survive out here now since I don't have no money? So I told myself, you can't focus on the money, because if you focus on how can I get money now, how can I do this now, and you're going to keep fucking struggling. So I told myself, I said, how can I put myself in a position for me to make money?
Right.
And it's by actually meeting people, going out, asking people like, what do they do? Can I work for them? Something like that, because at the end of the day, money is just a fucking tool to get to where you need to go.
Right.
And you need it to survive. So that's what I did. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to fucking jump off a balcony, I ain't gonna lie, but I fucking did it.
Yeah.
Because the pain, bro, running out of fucking money, bro, dude, that shit is the worst feeling in the world. And at the end of the day, you gotta fucking figure that shit out.
Right.
And I did.
Yeah.
And I'm still figuring it out right now. So, and that's why I'm here right now with you.
No, exactly, bro. And I think that's why it's important. I wanted to get this shit going because, like, these people watching the video, they probably know you. They have no idea who I am. Maybe some guys know me. I don't fucking know. But they don't know what our relationship is like. Like, dude, I just watched you on social media. I texted you 8 months ago. We never hit each other up again. And then I sent you a voice note a week ago. You said, come pick me up. We started working together. Now we're here. So it's like, I thought it's important to get this podcast out because this is just the real shit, bro. I don't want my podcast to be some stupid thing. I want it to just be the raw reality of this. You know, like, is entrepreneurship fun? Be honest with me.
Hell yeah, it's fun when you get to the goal.
So besides all this bullshit, it's still worth it?
Yeah.
You regret anything?
Hell no.
Was leaving Mississippi and taking the biggest risk of your life the best decision you ever made?
Yes, best decision of my fucking life.
Was it also the scariest thing you've ever done?
It was. I ain't gonna lie.
See, these are universal truths of entrepreneurship, and that's why I started this podcast, so I can run thousands of motherfuckers like us through these lines of questioning and show people that there is actually like a step-by-step playbook.
And everybody go through the same shit.
There ain't no damn luck in this shit. Let's just put it that way.
It's fucking hard work and
Oh,
dedication.
you got lucky
everything.
when you bumped into that dude across the street. Yeah, but then when I shook his hand and explained my business, he worked with me because of the business I spent 4 years building to even have the ability to say that's what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's so many fucking factors that come into this stuff. And just us sitting here in the studio, it's proof of it, bro. Because you were in Mississippi, I was in Connecticut, and 5 years ago, we were both nobodies with no money and no connections. Why the fuck are we here?
Because we fucking took the risk.
That's it. That's it, bro. And I didn't want to make this too long. I really just wanted to like get into your story, see more of JD, not JD as the internet knows him, because you're a fucking real person. This is Jaden Dawkins. This isn't just the guy who throws pizza on the ground. So before we wrap this up, because we'll definitely do another one, you got everybody watching you. Let's say the whole world. The whole world is watching you right now. Let's just pretend. You got one sentence, and this is all you'll be remembered for. Nothing else before this will be remembered. Only this one sentence. That's what the world will remember JD in the history books for. What are you telling them?
Don't give a fuck what nobody think. Take the fucking risk no matter how scary it is, because it will fucking work out if you keep going.
That's it.
If you keep going and keep your head high, everything will pay off.
That's it. I could not have said it better, bro. I appreciate you being on here, JD.
Yes, sir.
We're about to make a bunch of fucking money.
Hell
GMTO.
yeah. Let's
I
go,
love you
bro.
guys. Let's go.
We
All
fucking
right.
hype, bro. Let's go, man.
That's it. Simple shit, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How'd you feel?